Dear Open Doors participants, we are glad you joined the Open Doors Olympiad webinar with the representatives of the university's organizers. My name is Anna Rezhova. I am a project manager of Open Doors Graduate Scholarship Project. And today we have a final joint webinar with the representatives of two Russian universities, Siberian Federal University, located in Krasnoyarsk, and Lobachevsky University of Nizhny Novgorod. First, let me explain how the webinar will be organized. You can leave your questions in the Q&A section, which you will find on the bottom of your screen. And when you address your question, please also mention the name of the university to which you would like to direct your question. If it's a question of a general nature, of course, you can put like both names or dismiss this option. And please note that today we will concentrate on the questions which will be directed to the universities. If you have general questions about how the Olympiad is organized, or you have specific questions about your situation, please use our contact forms and we will do our best to reply all your requests. So let me Okay, so I apologize, it was some technical issue. Okay, so let me start with my presentation, and then I will invite the representatives of the universities. And after the presentations of the universities will be over, we will go to the Q&A section and we'll answer the questions which will not be covered during our webinar. This is the seventh year of the Open Doors, which is organized by the Global Universities Association with the support of the Ministry of Higher Education and Science of the Russian Federation. Last year, about 80,000 participants from more than 190 countries submitted their portfolios to join the competition to win the full tuition scholarship for studies in the master or PhD program in one of the leading Russian universities. You can participate in the Olympiad in Russian or in English, though please mention that no English or Russian official language test is required and all the stages of the Olympiad are organized online. As the Olympiad winner, you can choose to study at any Russian university at the master's level, which offers the program in which you are interested in and where you get admission. But there is an advantage to apply to one of the university's organizers, as they guarantee you admission to the programs which they define for the winners of the Olympiad, and if you meet the requirements of the program. The participation in the doctoral track is only possible for future studies in one of the university's organizers. In Russia, you can study in Russian or in English language, and it will depend on the availability of the programs at the universities in English. There is also a possibility for you to study to choose to study at the foundation year and study Russian first, and then switch to study at the master's or PhD level in Russian. There are 14 subjects for participation in the Olympiad. You are not limited with the number of the subjects, though we encourage you to familiarize yourself carefully with the program of each subject and carefully make your choice, as you can get a scholarship in just one subject, even if you get a winner status in more than one. The first stage, which is on right now, and which is the portfolio submission, will last till December 10th. To complete this stage, you should take the entrance test and complete the motivation letter in the subject chosen. Another mandatory requirement is to submit your educational documents. Any additional achievements you upload, such as publications, certificates, awards, to your portfolio will add points to the final score. The submission of portfolios is now available, and if you submitted it already and would like to make some changes, you can withdraw your portfolio, but only till November 30th. After November 30, this option will be closed. But please mention that the submission deadline is December 10. And if you, for some reason, forget to push the submit button, the portfolios automatically will be switched to the submitted status. If you are successful with this first stage, you will be invited to participate in the exam sessions, which will be organized from January 9 till January 17. The schedule of the exams is available on the Olympiad website. Please note there are several subjects scheduled for one day, and mandatory registration for the exam is required. You will get the detailed instructions by email, and they also will be available in the participants' accounts in the Olympiad website. If you registered for a doctoral track to pursue PhD, the list of prospective supervisors is now available, and it will be changed, and more scientific research supervisors will be added in December. The rounds of the interviews with the prospective research supervisors and managers of the doctoral track will take place at the end of February and middle of March. Here you can see the location of the list of potential scientific supervisors, which is available on each subject page. The winners of the master's track are announced on February 9, and you will have a couple of weeks to upload the documents for a scholarship in your participants' accounts. The doctoral track's winners are announced on March 13, and you should submit the documents directly to the universities where the scientific supervision is confirmed as the results of the interviews rounds. The instructions will be also provided you by email. You can find more information about Olympiad's rules and procedures in the Olympiad website in the sections with Olympiad Review, Olympiad Rules, and Frequently Asked Questions. To follow the news, you can join our Contact group and Telegram channel, where we also publish interesting facts and useful information about the university's organizers and studying in Russia, as well as successful stories of those Olympiad winners who already study in Russia. If you have specific questions on your situation, you can address them by completing the feedback form or by email. Please use just one source of communication to reduce the waiting time of our reply. Thank you very much for your attention to the quick overview of the Olympiad. So now I would like to invite the representative of Siberian Federal University to share the presentation.
Thank you very much. Dear audience, I'm delighted to greet you here on the behalf of our university. My name is Ekaterina, and I'm going to tell you more about us. So let us start with a short but very beautiful and informative video clip. Let me share my presentation, my video, and let us start.
Siberian Federal University is located in Krasnoyarsk, the capital of the Krasnoyarsk region and a geographical center of both Siberia and the Russian Federation. Oftentimes, though, it's wrapped in stereotypes. Extreme frosts, unfriendly population, bears walking in towns. We'd like to present you the real Siberia, the territory of great wealth, breathtaking nature, and hospitable people. Our land is rich not only in natural, but academic resources as well. Comprising half of Siberia, the Krasnoyarsk region is the second largest federal territory in the Russian Federation. It is among the richest of Russia's regions in natural resources. Krasnoyarsk is a busy industrial and dynamic city with a population of 1 million people. The city is business-friendly, multicultural, multi-religious, and hospitable. In March 2019, Krasnoyarsk hosted the Winter Universiad, an international multi-sport event which greatly impacted on the city life. The Universiad was a huge experience for the city, and now we are sure that we can properly welcome international visitors and partners. Siberian Federal University was founded in Krasnoyarsk in 2006 and became a symbol of the region's sustainability and scientific progress. The university was created by a merger of 5 leading Krasnoyarsk educational establishments of the time. This fact explains an array of programs and educational services offered here. Siberian Federal University consists of 21 schools, from traditional sciences, engineering, humanities, to the very modern, the School of Gastronomy. Siberian Federal University trains about 29,000 students. Nearly 1,000 of them are international. The university employs more than 2,400 highly qualified lecturers and professors. Modern and comfortable campus makes us special pride, offering students all the necessary facilities. All international students live on campus and enjoy the accommodation, which is, as a rule, not far from their study areas. The university provides efficient training in Russian as a foreign language. The courses are delivered by qualified staff, helping all international visitors upgrade their language level and proceed to a suitable degree within a year. International students come to take a range of courses, from non-degree to graduate, postgraduate, and even doctoral. A few programs are available in English. International students vary in age from 17 to 50, and they come from almost 50 countries. The university is not all about study and research. We provide access to more than 30 kinds of sports and promote a healthy lifestyle. The university heartily welcomes and supports extracurricular activities. We offer an amazing choice of more than 100 student societies and associations, which help you make your leisure time enjoyable and rewarding. Siberian Federal University is a highly promising place for finding new friends and making exciting discoveries. We are modern, ambitious, and dynamic. Our major asset is friendly, supportive, and professional people. All these factors will make your stay with us unforgettable. Siberian Federal University will contribute to creating your bright future.
I hope you liked it. In a continuation of this video, I would like to dwell in more details on our programs. As you have already heard and now see, we have more than 90 undergraduate programs, about 100 master's programs, and also 90 postgraduate and doctoral programs, with some of them in English. The range of study areas is very wide. In our 20 schools, we teach engineering in various fields, from IT to architecture. We also have natural science schools. For example, our School of Petroleum and Gas Engineering, #1 in this list, is very popular among foreigners and has already trained a large number of graduates. Here are our humanitarian schools. A lot of graduates of our Russian language course, for example, enter the Institute of Philology and Language Communication to study philology or linguistics. And finally, there are some less conventional schools, such as sports school and gastronomy school. If you already have your master's degree, you have a unique chance to continue your education in the specified programs in English. Look, there are programs for every taste, from IT to art. And once you become our student, you will know right away that living in Krasnoyarsk is very affordable. Moreover, our students are eligible for a range of benefits, including discounts for visiting museums, libraries, theaters, concert halls, parks, and other public and entertainment facilities. On the right side of the slide, you may see the, approximate calculation of the amount of money that you will need to bring with you to Krasnoyarsk. However, these are only startup costs. Later, you will need much less. Just for you to know, our monthly dormitory cost is from $10 to $15, and each educational building of our university is equipped with a canteen of a very high quality, tasty, and inexpensive food. I must say that me and my colleagues also eat there every day, and we spend about $5 for lunch. Okay, since we've discussed spending money, now let's talk about more pleasant things, such as receiving money. Studying at Siberian Federal University as an open doors winner of master's degree track, you will get about $61 monthly as a stipend. And if you win a postgraduate or PhD track, you will get about $73 monthly. But as for me, the most pleasant thing about our university is a friendly environment. Me and my colleagues from admission office on the right and support office on the left are quite young, but very, very, very experienced specialists. And we will never leave a foreign student in trouble. So we are looking forward to welcome you at our university. And if you have any other questions left, please ask in the Q&A section or contact us directly, wherever is convenient for you, maybe email, WhatsApp, and other messengers. All the contacts are on the slide. And if you still hesitate, let us also watch a video review from our student who entered the PhD program through Open Doors Scholarship Project. 1 second, I'll just turn it on.
Years old. I studied baccalaureate in Syria with a major of communications engineering. I studied master's degree in Russia at South Ural State University and graduated in 2022, specializing fundamental informatics and information technologies. I obtained a master's degree with honors. After I defended my master's thesis, a scientific supervisor told me that Olympiad Open Doors allows to foreign students who win it to obtain a scholarship at one of the Russian universities organizing the Olympiad, enabling them to pursue their postgraduate studies. I returned to Syria and read the conditions for participating in the Olympiad. At first, I felt that the winning of Olympiad was weak due to the large number of participants from all countries of the world, which amounted about to 77,000 participants. However, I didn't lose hope, and I decided to participate in the Olympiad in the field of computer and data science. We could participate and pass exams either in Russian or in English language. Since I speak Russian well, I decided to participate in Russian language. Siberian Federal University is one the Russian universities organizing the Olympiad. During the final stage of the Olympiad, in which interviews with the scientific supervisors are conducted, I chose to conduct with a supervisor from Siberian Federal University. The interview was constructive, the supervisor was cooperative and effective. There were common scientific interests. I discovered that Siberian Federal University has high ranking among Russian universities, which I believe is ranked fourth. I decided to pursue my doctoral study at Siberian Federal University. I arrived at the university in the city of Krasnoyarsk in late September. I registered at the university and lived in a dormitory. Dormitory is really wonderful and comfortable and is considered one of the in Russian universities. Most of the dormitories here is contain restaurant, cafe, and they are close to the universities. I would like to see that I was successful in studying at Siberian Federal University, and my choice was good. Academic process is going well, and everything went well. I would like also to advise foreign students who want to obtain a scholarship at Russia that Olympiad Open Doors is a chance which requires perseverance and strong will. Participate in the Olympiad. Don't be afraid. If you win and choose to study here, it will be good choice. The best regards for you.
I really appreciate your time. Thank you for your attention and see you soon.
Thank you very much for the presentation. It was a great source of useful information for our participants for sure. Now I would like to invite the representative of the University of Nizhny Novgorod to share the presentation about the university and the programs available for our participants.
Dear colleagues, and dear friends, nice to meet you. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Konstantin Kimaev, Associate Professor of Lobachevsky University and Deputy Vice Rector for International Affairs and Academic networks. Today I will introduce you Lobachevsky University or National Research University of Nizhny Novgorod. So the first question, where Nizhny Novgorod is. So Nizhny Novgorod, this is the first big city close to Moscow. This is the capital of Volga Federal District with the population more than 1 million people. Within top 5 largest cities of Russia. And in accordance with different national and international rankings like Numbeo, Sberhealth, Rabotaru, Nizhny Novgorod is considered to be the most comfortable city of Russia for living and business. Of course, when speaking about Moscow and St. Petersburg, they are both capitals. So Moscow, this is national capital, as well as St. Petersburg is the European capital. But when speaking about Nizhny Novgorod, this is the motherland of Russian matryoshka and Khokhlama, and one of the most traditional Russian cities. At the same time, as you see on the map, the location of the city is very good. So it means you can benefit, first of all, to stay in a calm city, but at the same time, you can visit Moscow and St. Petersburg not only for vacation, but also for the weekend. Just only 400 kilometers to the west. So here you can see some details about Nizhny Novgorod. This is a very beautiful place where 2 grand rivers, Oka and Volga, meet together. So this is a historical city with more than 800 years of history, and you see in the city center we have our own Kremlin, which was built at the same time like Kremlin in Moscow. But at the same time, Nizhny Novgorod is a very dynamic city, the center of industries and technology, and the future Russian IT center. So, as I told, Nizhny Novgorod is included in top 5 best tourist destinations in Russia because this is the confluence of Oka and Volga, and you can see this place. Nizhny Novgorod is also called to be the capital of the sunsets. And many people from Moscow and St. Petersburg going especially for the evenings to Nizhny Novgorod to admire these sunsets. Nizhny Novgorod is also the youth capital of Russia in this year. Previously, it hosted the Russian Students' Spring, and next year, Nizhny Novgorod will be proclaimed the cultural capital of Russia. So, the city where you feel your life. This is the current city's motto. So, if speaking about the university, Lobachevsky University, which is located in Nizhny Novgorod. Of course, the university is the building, it's also the facilities, and something more. But first of all, the university is the teachers, the professors, the people affiliated with the universities, and its students. So here, for example, you can see the most prominent alumni of Lobachevsky University. You can recognize maybe Maxim Gorky, who didn't study at our university, but who was one of the initiators of the appearance of the university and the university honorable professor. You can see Alexei Likhachev, who is the general director of the Russian nuclear agency Rosatom, which is the leading company in nuclear and atomic sphere. You can see Alexander Sergeyev, who is the former president of the Russian Academy of Science. You can see Vadim Vorobyev, who is the acting president of Lukoil company, as well as some our international partners like Gerard Mourou, who is the head of our department and who is the Nobel Prize of Physics of 2018. If speaking about the university history, we have more than 100 years. The university was founded in 1916 in the time of the Roman Empire. But during the revolution, all Russian universities were closed by the Bolsheviks, soon to be restored. So, and when restoring the university, Lobachevsky University became the first Soviet university. It means it was opened 3 minutes before then Lomonosov University, Moscow State University. In 1945, in our university, it was founded the first faculty of radiophysics in the Soviet Union. In 1956, the university was named after Nicholas Lobachevsky, who is the great Russian mathematician. In 1963, the first faculty of computational mathematics and cybernetics, it means IT faculty, appeared also at our university, which determined its status like leading IT university. So the university took part in different initiatives and obtained all possible titles within the national programs of education development. If speaking about the university in facts and figures, right now the university includes 25,000 students, and among them around 2,000 international students from more than 100 countries of the world. The university is the comprehensive university with different faculties focusing on biophysics, engineering, life science, economics, management, creative industries, humanities, etc. But as national research university, we have a strong research component. There are some research, it means not academic, but research institutes well affiliated with the university. We have regional campuses, our own university hospital, and university supercomputer. So currently the infrastructure of the university will be developed. In general, we realize more than 300 educational programs at all levels: undergraduate, master's, residency, PhD. And most of these programs are taught in Russian as a national language of instruction in Russia, but we have a number of English medium programs. So the university focuses to cooperate with industrial partners. The idea is to create the joint programs and joint labs, to realize some joint scientific and academic projects. Our industrial partners offer their own scholarship programs given to university students, including open doors participants. The practitioners, experts, CEO from leading industries are coming to the university for open lectures and within the career days. So here you may see some logos, but in general we have more than 200 different industrial partners. If speaking about the top programs offered by the university, so you can list just the general list of the programs we realize. Among our international students, the most notable programs are international relations and strategic studies, the programs related with IT and digital transformation technologies, including machine learning, data science, artificial intelligence, and supercomputer studies. So the finance and business administration, of course, biomedical studies, cyber psychology, economics, HR management, finance, philology and journalism, psychology, law studies, some majors related to sport management, nanotechnologies, computer science, and business informatics. Of course, as I specified before, some programs are fully taught in English, so it means you do not need to master Russian language to enter and to study these programs. But of course, although all lectures are held in English, Russian language is also included into the curriculum as a foreign language. If speaking about the programs, I will talk about them in detail. So we have some master's programs in management, in biology, psychology, IT and software engineering, and international relations. And we have 3 PhD programs fully taught in English, including the protection of the PhD thesis. So there are sociology of management, cognitive sciences, and artificial intelligence and machine learning. If speaking about master's degree taught in English, the top program is International Relations and Strategic Studies. This program has been designed 3 years ago, and we have already alumni within this program, which are working in different national structures like ministries of foreign affairs, as well as political analytics, consulting, and NGO companies. So I'm also a teacher within this program, and I highly recommend to join. So, for example, with me, you will discuss the energy security issues in the modern world. The next program is well affiliated with IT. So we have 2 majors, IT and software engineering. We realize these programs together with our industrial partners, such as Yandex and Huawei. So it means we have sometimes different separate tracks with our industrial partners. We realize together the program in digital transformation with the Skolkovo Institute of Science and Technology. And of course, the results of our students are highly estimated. So it means it's not only theoretically oriented, but mostly practically oriented training. And for example, in 2021, Lobachevsky University student team became the absolute champion in the International Collegiate Programming Contest, ICPC. So this is the most prestigious IT contest for students. Of course, we have also economic education, so as well as MBA education is considered in Russia mostly like vocational training. We realize an alternative. This is Masters in Management, and the program is Finance and Business Administration. Currently, we are in process to deal how to set up this program, not only on the basis of our university, but also like double degree programs tracks with our partner universities. The new program we will launch, this is the pilot project, we will launch this year for the first time. This is master degree in biology, focusing on biomedical studies. Within our university, 7 years ago, we opened the biomedical cluster with a simulation center. We have the state-of-the-art labs. We have our own SPF vivarium and the innovative simulation center with all necessary equipment. Currently, we are working to create the network, international network, oriented on joint research with scientists from China, India, Serbia, ex-Soviet countries, and you are welcome to join our young but very ambitious team. Cyber psychology. So this is also the new specialty of our university, and last year it was the first intake for English medium program. And as I remember, 4 open doors winners joined this program at master degree level. And we have also a part, around 4 students who joined the PhD track of cognitive science, which is just the continuation of this cyber psychology master track. So this is the multidisciplinary project which unites different fields of the sciences like computer science, like cognitive science, like neuroscience, like psychology at the same time. And right now we have created a special labs like a ground, like a basis for cyber psychology program, where students and PhD students can do all necessary research. So this lab is located just in the city center, so in very prestigious place. And I hope that soon we will get the results, because many companies are interested in this field. Of course, out of English medium programs, we have a number of Russian taught programs which are also interested and which have one more advantage. Studying in Russian, you will study together with Russian students. It means you will establish necessary contacts. Not only the friendship, but friendship is very important, but also professional contacts, which will be, I hope, very useful for you in your future careers. So Lobachevsky University offers the pre-university program, like the foundation course, which could be realized like on-campus option. So it means you should come before degree studies to Nizhny Novgorod for 1 extra year, or, for example, you can stay in your own country, continue to work, and pass this program online, and next come for degree studies. It's up to you. So if speaking about our master's degrees taught in Russian, so we have, as I told, different fields in physics, in chemistry, IT, biology, psychology, journalism, international relations, etc. So how to get the academic scholarship? So please just register and take part and win the Open Doors Olympiad. The deadline is very soon, and we welcome you to apply. If speaking about additional benefits, please right now focus your attention. What about the benefits for the bursaries? Of course, I communicate with Open Doors prospective and successful participants, and they're asking about the benefits so often. First of all, you will get a fully funded scholarship within the quota of the Russian government provided for Olympiad winners and prize winners. What does it include? So the benefits are standard. It means you will get the basic monthly bursary, and usually this bursary or the stipend is fixed, is around 2,000 rubles for master degree students, and up to 7,000 rubles for PhD students. It depends on the specialty, but it's just like basic. It means it's not efficient, of course, to live in the city to benefit your winner or prize winner status, but it will open doors for you, like Olympiad is called. It means you will enter the university. This stipend is guaranteed until the end, and you will also get an accommodation in the student hostel. But the status of winner or prize winner will get to you some additional benefits, for example, like additional stipend provided by the university for brilliant students. Every year we have a number of scholarships given for students for their academic, research, and social achievements. And the rate of this student is more, it's around 10,000 rubles per year. So what's also most important and most efficient, on my opinion, this is the research and grants involvement. Of course, it depends on the specialty, on the scientific supervisor, and on the project team. But some of our students are involved in such project, and the grant financement is like a salary for them. The university also can provide scholarships and paid internships from UNN, industrial partners, and funds. For example, Huawei company, we have the program of internship when company is attracting students to work for 1 month first, and the students are paid with a small salary for the first month, but if approved, if confirmed, Huawei can propose to them a contract for a half of year, and next students can be employed for a good salary. As for scholarship provided by industrial partners and funds, for example, we have some banks like Alpha Bank, and we have the stipend Alpha Chance given to students. We have Patanian Foundation, which is providing scholarships for master degree students. But please pay attention, it's not guaranteed, it's the contest. It means you enter the university, next you will compete, of course. For the students who didn't get scholarships, we provide a 20% discount to the tuition fee, but I think it's just for the people. I can't imagine such situation because all winners and prize winners were awarded with a free education in Russia. We have also some thematic research scholarships to masters and PhD students from the Russian government and regional public authorities. For example, special scholarship given to students specializing in chemistry, in biology, in mathematics, and some nanotechnology, in history, etc. As for scholarships given by the regional public authorities, for example, sometimes we have some scholarships provided by the governor for our regional, for the students coming from our partners' regions. For example, the region of Nizhny Novgorod cooperates with the region of Latakia in Syria, and all people entering to the university from this region are awarded with additional scholarship of 10,000 Russian rubles per month. And of course, what's also very important, we have engagement support and consultancy from the UNN Career Office. We have special career office for students, and students can submit their CVs, for example, and take part in the events organized by the Career Office. So as for the students' life, it's also so active. We have many different events, social and volunteering project, festivals, scientific conferences, different sports competition. The university also supports some students' trips, for example, for the conferences they had won. We have a special program of research support for the mobility of postgraduate students, including master and PhD students, for example, if they would like to attend other Russian cities for the scientific conferences. Of course, important issue, the dormitories. I can tell that at the moment we can provide only 2 types of the accommodation. So all of them are on-campus accommodation. It means not so far from the academic buildings and nearby the city center. Standardly, we accommodate 3, sometimes 4 people per room. We have 2 classical types of accommodation. The first one, this is the standard accommodation within the Soviet style hostels with shared kitchens, shared toilet rooms, etc. In 2018, we opened the new hostel, which is a block type hostel. Each block has 2 rooms, a kitchen, and the bathroom for students. So right now, this is the most comfortable condition we can offer to the students. Not so far from the university hostel, we have a good infrastructure, fitness clubs, green areas, and the aqua park Oceanis, which was opened 2 years ago. But I would like to be so optimistic because our university had won a project of the world-class campus to be built in Nizhny Novgorod. And just nearby the university campus, so on the university area, the new campus is already under construction, and it will be ready within 2 years. And within the project, we will open not only new academic buildings, labs, networking areas, but also new hostels. And I hope it will be just a really world-class accommodation, and more than 5,000 people could be hosted there. So I hope so you will choose our university to join. If speaking about the living expenses, the living costs, so I will share, of course, my presentation, and you can get it after our conversation. So you can see, for example, the fee structures for different types of activities. The living in Nizhny Novgorod is cheaper than to live in Moscow, and I hope you will choose our city to come. So, to conclude, there are 5 reasons to choose Lobachevsky University. First of all, the exclusive location close to Moscow and St. Petersburg, but at the same time in the heartland of the European Russia. The city is beautiful, and it is within top 5 best tourist destinations in Russia. So next, the traditions of Russian fundamental education. So we are working since 1916, and we provide a real quality education, which is confirmed by different international accreditation. So that's why our diploma are recognized worldwide, and we offer academic mobility and double degree programs with many partners, universities around the world. Of course, this is the state-of-the-art equipment and grant opportunity for young researchers. And the university conducts world-class research in a wide range of different areas. So it means we provide the opportunities, but of course, this is also the question of the chance. If you are lucky, you will join the correct team and you will prosper. And of course, this is the professional orientation and the assistance of UNN Career Office in employment, internships, and even part-time job. So here you may see the contacts, and what can I say in conclusion? The Olympiad opens doors for you, but it's up to you to make the first step. I wish you good luck and see you.
Okay, thank you very much. It was a very detailed information with a lot presentation with a lot of information, which I'm sure will be useful for the participants, and probably it answered a lot of questions which we got in the Q&A section. We are trying to cover them all, and I would like to invite the representatives of the universities to come back to me, and we will answer some questions which we received from the participants, and try to address them all. Okay, so I would like to ask, yes, Ekaterina and Konstantin to come back to me. Okay. I'm asking the rep of University of Nizhny Novgorod to switch on the camera. Thank you very much. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we received like quite a number of questions. We have a lot of participants who joined us today, and they have concerns like probably the presentations was so interesting and appealing that those participants who already chose the made the choice of the universities at the registration stage now are asking whether they're able to change their choice. So I would like to say that you can change your choice if you are a winner of the Olympiad or a prize winner at the stage when you submit your documents for a scholarship. So like the choice you made at the registration stage was just a preliminary one. So if you change your decision during today's webinar and after being acquainted with the programs of the universities and their facilities, of course, you will be able to do that. So no worries, you shouldn't do any changes on your application so far. So there is a question from the one of the participants who regarding the there were actually a couple of questions of the same nature. Is it possible to have a gap in between like bachelor studies and master studies or master studies and PhD studies? So is there any limits on that? Will it influence the final decision of the university to accept such a student?
May I ask?
Is it a question for everyone or?
To everyone, yes.
Okay, Konstantin.
Okay, Russian. We have no programs in all Russian universities. So, for example, if speaking about the different Olympiad, and I think the Olympiad will you have no such gap and you are eligible to get admitted to Russian universities to the program you.
Okay, there is some delay with the connection
I can
issue,
repeat.
yeah. But okay, yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay, so in accordance with Russian law, there is no age limit to enter Russian universities. So it means we can accept you for master degree or for PhD, even you have more than 60 years old. So, but at the same time, of course, you should, when choosing the specialty, you should understand that you should have efficient background to master the program later. That's why we have Olympiad, and when passing through the contest selection, when writing tests, when passing the interview with scientific supervisor, I think you will prove that you are eligible to get admitted to this program.
Thank you. Okay, so Ekaterina, do you have anything to add?
I actually have nothing to add. Maybe the only thing that we, on the stage of admission, we only look on the previous education documents and the marks it presents. And the age or the gap between masters and postgraduate doesn't matter for us. The most important is knowledge of the student.
Okay, thank you very much. There are some questions regarding the specific programs offered by the universities, like whether it's offered or not. I believe those questions and this information was included in the presentations of the our today's representatives. So I would like maybe to ask you to share the presentations, if possible, in the chat section, for the participants to familiarize themselves, or if they just missed some part of the presentation, they would be able to reveal this information from the presentation, and thus it will answer their questions. But so far, like while we are here, so one of the participants would like to confirm there were some technical issues, like does Siberian Federal University offer some medical courses?
Unfortunately, and it's very, very said, our university doesn't offer any medical programs yet.
Oh, okay, so there are also questions regarding the such areas as program management, public administration.
Yes, this we
Yes,
offer on the level of masters and on the level of postgraduate too.
PhD studies. Okay,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you very much. Okay, so there are also questions regarding the programs offered by the Lobachevsky University. So they are about actually PhD studies. So the participants are interested, like one participant was interested in the management area, another one is in meteorology. So could you give comments on that, like
Okay,
which
so
areas, which
if
areas, yeah,
if
PhD,
speaking
yeah,
about
is it possible?
management, we have a English taught program in sociology of sociology of management. So this is the social science field.
Something is wrong with the network again.
Field. And as for metrology, but also in the field of economy, sports management, in different spheres. But
Okay.
if you do not master Russian language enough, in this case, please be ready to enter first the foundation course. And do not worry, it's also covered by the scholarship. And you can pass this course not even coming to Russia, but of course it will be more efficient. But for example, you can study online for the pre-university and then come here for degree studies. It's up to you, especially in the case if you are working somewhere and you need maybe to arrange your fields before coming to Russia for.
Okay, so coming back to the foundation year, the participants ask whether it's possible to have this foundation year if they choose to study at the PhD level, or is it option only available to the to those who study at the master's level?
It's available, of course, for everybody in
available.
all Russian university who are the participants of Open Doors Olympiad.
Okay, so Ekaterina, is the same situation for
Yes, we
Siberian
have the
Federal
same.
University? Okay, so it doesn't matter, dear participants, whether whether you choose to study at the PhD level or master's level, you can start with the foundation level year and study Russian first. Okay, so
Yes, I can also share my experience. Sometimes we have students who finished English medium programs like master degree, and they would like to enter PhD, but they are not sure that the language of level of Russian is enough to study PhD in Russian. And even after master degree, English taught master degree, they can apply for foundation course to improve their Russian language skills before PhD studies.
Okay, thank you. There is one like quite specific question regarding admission. So if you if you could advise on that, it would be great. If not, I would like to ask the participant to direct this question directly to the university, maybe. So the question is like whether it's possible to apply for PhD studies if the master's was done online.
Yes.
Okay,
it's possible.
So that's great. Great news.
I also think that it's possible. It depends. All depends on the previous educational document. We should look through and decide. But theoretically, it is possible.
Okay. So it shouldn't like really matter like whether they studied online or in class. Okay, thank you very much. So we have yeah, I believe the most of the questions left, they are mostly most of them, they are regarding the organizational stages of the Olympiad, which I somewhat covered during the presentation. If you still have questions, you can address, I advise you first to go through the all information sections on the Olympiad website, because it's a plenty of information for you as the participants, and you can prepare for the exams of the second stage using the demo versions of the exams. And there is also the description of the courses you can take online, available both in Russian and in English, to prepare yourself to the exams, which will run on the second stage. So probably there is one last question I would like to address to the representatives of the universities. They ask like regarding, so first, of course, they are concerned whether they're able to work during their studies, like it's possible, but how successful international students are with the like job placements during their studies. And another question, like the second question in the same area, is like, is it possible for the graduates to find jobs in Russia and stay or work for some time in Russia? And do you have any positive examples of the graduates from the universities, international students who found jobs and continued work in Russia?
Yes, of course. First of all, international students, master degree and PhD students, when coming to Russia, they're eligible to work at extracurricular time and during vacation without special work permit. So it means Russia is very friendly toward given the job opportunities for international students. And most of our students are working for a part-time job. Some of them are working like freelancers. Some of them are already get employed by different companies, including industrial partners of the university. So what can I mention? That first of all, it's not guaranteed that you will be employed here. And many students come into my office telling, please employ me right now, you promised. I would like to be employed, etc. I explain that, of course, for example, we have the possibility to get employed at the level of the university. We have some research projects, we have research teams, and you are welcome to join. But we cannot enforce the research team to include you for such research. It's your question. You should deal with your supervisor, with professors, etc. But for example, 1/3 of the research team are the students. And why not? You are not in the list. You are welcome to join. So this is the first issue. Secondly, I explained we have internships and some joint projects with our industrial partners. And for example, we have some students which were employed already within the postgraduate studies. For example, we have IT students which are engaged by different IT companies. We have an experience of a Chinese student who was studying in chemistry. So, but finally he was employed by the company of Huawei. It was a little bit strange, but right now he's an advisor of the general director of the company. So he has already built his career. We have some partners companies in different countries. For example, in Serbia, we cooperate with NIS company. This is National Petroleum Industrial Company of Serbia. And they have their own program of support of alumni. And for example, more than 10 our students are already engaged to this company. But what can I advise? Of course, if your English is excellent, if your skills are prominent, even in this case, please learn Russian, because when looking for a job in Russia, Russian language is essential. The employer, of course, he's expecting, of course, you are foreigners, you are English speaking, it's good, it's your advantage, but please speak Russian. So it means the cases of the most successful students in Russia who are looking for a job are the students who learned Russian very well. And after that, for them, it will be really easy to find a job.
Okay, well, thank you very much. It was, yeah, it was great piece of information. So, Ekaterina, can
Yeah,
you
I
like
think
add something, Claire?
that Konstantin's answer was quite super comprehensive, and I don't know if I have anything to add, but of course we have quite the same situation here. A lot of our master's degree and PhD students already employed in the university as teachers or staff, and a lot of PhD students also work in local companies, and they do it very successfully.
Okay,
So
thank you very much.
I think that there is always a chance to do the same if you want to.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. So, I would like to thank our wonderful speakers who joined us today for sharing the information about the universities and availabilities for the Open Doors participants and for all who are interested in studying in Russia. We encourage you to complete your portfolios and add as much information about you and your achievements to be able to proceed to the second stage of the Olympiad. And the recordings of today's webinar and the previous, like a couple of previous webinars we had in the past would be available on our YouTube channel and Olympiad website within a couple of following days. So, yeah, we wish you all good luck with all the stages of the Olympiad. So, Ekaterina and Konstantin, thank you again for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and yeah, have a wonderful day, everyone, and stay tuned with our news on our Contact group and Telegram channel where we publish the most relevant information about the Olympiad. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
See
Bye-bye.
you. Goodbye.